Feature event, the Oceanic Boxing Association bantamweight title between the Australian flyweight champion Vic Darchinyan and the Fijian dual champion Farzan Jr., who holds the bantamweight and junior featherweight crowns at the moment and has lost only once in his 11 fights. The tail of the tape, well, not a lot between them, as you can see. 53.52 is the limit for the bantamweights. Both men safely inside. 8 stone 6 in the old language. And that is the belt they shall be tackling. And this is a good step up in terms of rounds for Vic Darchinyan. Won the Australian flyweight, knocking out Sandy Casito in 7 rounds. And really has had it his own way so far. 7 of Darchinyan's 10 wins inside the distance. Farzan Jr., well, he was in Australia recently in Brisbane back in April. He went 10 rounds with the former Australian and Commonwealth champion Nathan Sting and lost on points, and that was his first defeat. So will he suffer again here in Australia? Part of the big crowd here at the Enmore Theatre in inner Sydney, a great venue for boxing. And a healthy crowd have joined us as well, and what a tremendous program that they've seen here tonight. Most recently, Solomon Hamono knocking out Fatu Tuimono. A great scrap between Norfolk Benrava and Kasim Adam for the Australian lightweight title with a splits points decision for Benrava. We saw Peter Manassis come back from a 2.5-year layoff to defeat Simon Patterson in the unanimous points decision as well. And Joel Burke getting a decision over Gino Zampogna. Sakio Bika knocking out Brown Enyi in the second round. We've had it all. Knockouts, we've seen the distance. Now our feature event is scheduled for 12 as well. It won't be long before Farzan Jr., the 21-year-old, who is the most exciting prospect in Fijian boxing at the moment. Has a tremendous record. But is he up to the class of Vic Darchinyan? Well, we're about to find out. Farzan Jr. made his debut in '99. Has 7 knockouts in his 10 wins, and I was told by Hussein, who did see his fight with Nathan Sting back in April, that he worked very hard but didn't have a knockout punch, which certainly his record would suggest. He said that it was a good solid 10 rounds, but he didn't look like winning the fight. One wonders about his ability to go with Vic Darchinyan.
Yeah, well, look, Vic Darchinyan, very, very good fighter, very, very skillful, very quick, and he's showing us now that he has got some power. A lot of us got this opportunity. Just like to say hello to my old trainer, Simon. Simon Hodges from Queensland now. He's been in Queensland, mate. I hope you enjoyed the fights. Also, Brad and Melinda. And also the guys out at the Montague too, John Gallisari. Talk to you guys soon.
Well, Vic Darchinyan represented Armenia at the Sydney Olympics. He's one of almost a dozen boxers who have resided here in Australia since the games. He just might be the best of the lot as well. Very exciting customer. And Jeff Fennick, of course, won his first world title at bantamweight level, and that's where we find Vic Darchinyan and Farzan Jr. for the introductions. Here is Andy Raymond.
It is main event time on this, the June edition of Big Time Boxing. For those of you in attendance, we would ask you to be upstanding for Advanced Australia Fair tonight, to be sung by former heavyweight Joe Ass. It is main event time. We are scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds for the OBA International Bantamweight title. Introducing first and fighting out of the red corner, he too hails from Nandi, Fiji, Wise Bula. Weighing in at 53.35 kilograms, the current Fiji Bantam and Junior Featherweight champion. 11 fights, 10 wins, 7 wins via way of knockout. Suffered his only loss to the well-credentialed Aussie Nathan Sting in April. Ladies and gentlemen, Farzan Ali Jr. Standing across the ring, formerly from Armenia. He is now based out of Bangkok. 170 amateur fights, a 10-time national champion. He represented his native homeland at Sydney 2000. As a professional, he has an unblemished record. 10 fights, 10 wins, 10 knockouts. 53 kilograms, he tipped the scales. He is the number 2 bantamweight and the number 2 junior bantamweight in the land. The current Australian flyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raging Bull, Victor! Guaranteeing the third man inside the ring, the judges at ringside, Johnny Couchy, Mick Benetto and Anthony Shipley.
Right, buddy, come on, mate. All right, you've had your instructions in the ring. All right, this is for 12 rounds, championship fight, okay? Treat it with respect, and let's just do as I say, all right? Listen to my instructions at all times. Let's go.
Set to go for the vacant Oceanic Boxing Association Bantamweight title, our feature event from Enmore. Trust you have enjoyed our coverage. Certainly looking forward to Victor Darchinyan's appearance. Very popular here. Jeff Finnick believes this man is going to a world title. Undefeated in 10 fights. Let's see what he's got. The southpaw in the black trunks, Victor Darchinyan, and Farzan Ali Jr. in the orange and black trunks.
Well, Victor Darchinyan is on the improve. I mean, since he's been with Jeff Finnick, since basing himself here in Australia, the guy has done nothing but improve every fight out. And I can see it just be a matter of time before Victor Darchinyan catches up with this guy. Although saying that, he did get the distance with Nathan Sting. Nathan Sting, a very good fighter, good puncher. So this will be a really, really good gauge, good tester for Victor Darchinyan.
He's an immensely talented young man. Look down my records and see that he's knocked out opponents with the left hand. He's knocked out opponents with the right hand. He's even stopped opponents with a body attack.
Oh, look, very versatile. He's, you know, he can take care of the body, as you say, with the body shot, or, you know, left or right to the head.
Farzan Ali Jr. needs to get off the ropes as Victor Darchinyan works to the body.
Yeah, nice and snappy, very quick as big, loading up with that big left hand.
Self-preservation, the name of the game for Ali Jr. at the moment as Darchinyan wails away. He's looking for an early night, Victor Darchinyan.
Yeah, Farzan Jr. though, he's still in there, he's taking some good shots. But I think it's just going to be a matter of time.
Darchinyan loading up with the left hand, looking for an opening.
Yeah, just stalking his man, just waiting for that one opportunity.
Picture of concentration.
He's just waiting for that one home run. The one home run shot that's going to take everybody out of there.
Wild shot from Farzan Ali Jr. coming forward.
He's covering up well though. He's Farzan Jr.
Good defensive style. Nice long arms, elbows getting down beneath the belt line, trying to protect the rib cage. Darchinyan well on top here in the opening round.
Well, look, I think this is the way the fight's going to go. Unless Vic can get this guy out of there. I mean, this guy just doesn't have the skills of Vic. He hasn't got the speed. but he has got a good defence. He's blocking a lot of those shots. Not too many clean scoring punches.
Partially deflected, but still Darchinyan well on top here. Concluding stages of the opening round, it's been largely one-way traffic for Darchinyan. Farzan Ali Jr., a dual champion in Fiji. Let's listen in with Jeff Fennick.
No, been loose, no one punch try knockout. Work punches, no one punch try knockout. Work for one punch. Under, left, then big punch. No straight away, I can see everything. And after punch you jump off, no jump off, roll up, go forward. Come on, Big. Look good again.
Keep hurting
Big.
the body.
Jab uppercut, left wrist, left uppercut, march. Put hand on here. Come on, stand up.
Yeah, Jeff Fennick, very, very good instructions. He doesn't want his man loading up. He wants him to set those punches up, 3s and 4s.
Seconds down.
Let those combinations come, and the big punch will follow.
Come on. He's a hard taskmaster, Jeff Fennick. Darchinyan thought he'd done pretty well in the opening round till he sat down. But here we go, round number 2. Darchinyan, the southpaw in the black trunks, comprehensively winning the opening round 10-9 against Farzan Ali Jr., dual Fijian champ. He's going to need all his experience here, Farzan Ali Jr., because Darchinyan, the raging bull, is living up to his name.
He's still stalking his man, just waiting for that opportunity.
Let him go.
He has to start setting his man up with that jab. Open his man up. Give him a target, take it away, and then counterpunch.
Good body shot.
Very good thumping body shot. But he's covering up well, is Farzan Ali Jr. Not a lot of clean scoring shots.
Now trying to unload some artillery of his own.
He'll score with a nice left hook coming out. Must also say a big hello to my beautiful wife, Michelle, watching the fights at home, and hopefully the little fella Nate's asleep in bed. I'll be home very shortly.
And Farzan Ali Jr. needing all of his defensive skills here against Darchinyan.
There's also a new addition to the John Casey family household.
That's my beautiful daughter, Millicent. Sure, she's asleep. My wife probably likewise. Farzan Ali Jr. at the moment just keeping Darchinyan at bay with his good defence.
Yeah, not doing too much work, but he's making it very awkward for Darchinyan. Vic just can't get that one big shot in that he needs. What he needs to do, as Jeff has been saying, he needs to open his man up first. Don't look for that one shot.
Ali waving Darchinyan on.
Yeah, Farzan Ali Jr. saying, come on, Vic, is that all you got? Let me see what you can do. And let me tell you, Vic's going to accommodate him. Overhand right from Farzan Ali Jr. taking on the gloves of Darchinyan.
And again, Ali Jr. on the ropes. Darchinyan looking for an opening and digs to the rib cage. That grabbed the attention of Farzan Ali Jr. Again covers up.
Farzan Ali Jr. just smiles at Darchinyan, taking a lot of those punches on the gloves and elbows.
Really can't take that sort of punishment for 12 rounds. That's what we're scheduled for here for the OBA title. Bantamweight division. 53.5 kilos is the limit. 8 stone 6 in the old language. At jockey size.
There's a thumping right rip to the body from Darchinyan. Being a southpaw, that's his, his lead hand, that beautiful right rip. Darchinyan's got a lot of supporters here from the Armenian community. They're right behind this guy. And why shouldn't they be? He's got plenty of talent, and, you know, he's a guy with plenty of promise. He's on his way up.
Shouldn't be too long before we see Darchinyan moving on to the international stage of fighting out of Australia. For the moment, let's enjoy it while he's here. The OBA bantamweight title on the line. Darchinyan has clearly won the first 2 rounds against Farzan Jr. from Fiji.
Yeah, we just hope Vic Darchinyan doesn't, you know, lose his head and try and go for that one big knockout. We don't want him to get discouraged by loading up his shots and not taking his man out. He's got to set his man up.
He's a cagey customer, Farzan Jr. He's presenting some problems for Vic Darchinyan.
Well, just, you know, he's rolling himself up in the ball, being a very, very hard target to hit. Good defence. I mean, this could start going on later on in the rounds, could start to frustrate Vic Darchinyan. That's where Vic needs to step back out, use that jab and open his man up. Make Farzan Jr. commit himself.
And that was certainly Darchinyan's problem, perhaps in his first 3 or 4 fights, that he would get frustrated, but now he seems to have matured under Jeff Fenech and realises that he's not going to knock everyone out.
No, well, that's right. Well, you can't. You just cannot. It's impossible. You just can't knock everybody out. I mean, if you go in there to try and knock some, you know, some guys out, all you're going to do is waste your own energy, and you're going to fatigue yourself and leave yourself susceptible late in a fight.
Good intelligent fight so far from Farzan Jr. as well. Just soaking up the punishment in the early rounds. I'm sure.
Well, especially being a 12-round fight, John. I mean, he's going to save, he's going to conserve his energy.
Getting a wicked body shot from Darchinyan.
You can hear the thud from out here.
Certainly the left ribcage of Farzan Jr. has soaked up plenty of punishment. I'm surprised the body shots send him down either.
Well, they'll take Vital slowly but surely. Maybe the one shot's not going to get him out of there.
Now he works to the right ribcage of Farzan Jr.
But let me tell you, the guy can't take too many more of those.
He's been brave. He's taken a lot of punishment, Fijian champ.
Left ribcage, Vic.
Almost exclusively defence coming from Farzan Jr.
Well, that could be his ploy, that could be his strategy. He knows there's 12 rounds. He's not going to waste his energy early. He keeps smiling at Vic Darchinyan as well.
Concluding stages, round number 3. Body shot from Farzan Jr. Not a lot else on offer from him, and Darchinyan has another round in the books.
You want to punch, go up. You want to show him punch every time, Vic. Vic, jab, jab, uppercut there. Uppercut there, left hand. What we practice. Under, over, under, over. Come on, keep punching, Vic. No one punch. And jump back off. Every time Vic, you punch, you jump off. Have hands up high, good. Come on, Vic, we can punch for 3 minutes. Come on. Oh, stop, start. 3 minutes non-stop punch. Come on, no stop. Roll, punch, 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 no stop. This is how we're going to stop this one. No, with one punch. Come on, stand up. 3 minutes on to punch. Come on, show me.
Jeff Fenech laying down the law to Vic Darchinyan. We're set to go round number 4. Scheduled for 12. Farzan Jr. has been durable in the past. 10 rounds with Nathan Sting in April. And at the moment, it's a shutout for Vic Darchinyan. 3-10-9 rounds so far.
You really can't call it any other way, John. Farzan barely landed 5 punches in the first 3 rounds.
Fenech asking Vic Darchinyan to up the tempo, maintain the pressure. Farzan Jr.
Well, look, Jeff wants him to throw 4, 5, and 6 punches. He doesn't want him to throw 1 and 2 shots. He wants him to let those shots go and keep them coming. I think Vic's trying too hard to knock his man out. Just needs to settle himself down. Maybe Vic needs to back himself up a little, make Farzan Ali come forward. That way Vic's going to catch him with his good, clean, sharp shots.
And Farzan Ali Jr. a crouching target.
Yeah, I think that's what Vic needs to do. Stay on the outside, make Farzan Ali come forward.
Tripling up with the right hand there, Darchinyan.
Because at the moment, Farzan Ali just staying in that ball. He's not committing himself at all. He's just staying rolled up, and he knows that he can stay like this all night. He won't win the fight, but he'll be there at the end of the fight. So Vic really needs to change his strategy. He needs to back this man. He needs to back himself up, make this man come forward, make him open himself up.
Darchinyan really loading up there with the punches.
And they're loading up with two big shots. I mean, yes, if they landed, they would certainly do the damage, but Farzan Ali can see them coming.
Nice work with the left hand from Farzan Ali Jr. working to the body. Certainly the quantity and quality of punches are coming from Darchinyan. And continuing this concerted body attack as well, softening up Farzan Ali Jr.
Look, the way Vic's fighting, he really doesn't need to be doing this. I mean, he could walk into a silly shot. I mean, look, the guy can't punch enough to hurt him, but he could get a cut. He could open up a cut that could spell trouble for Vic Darchinyan. He needs to just stay tidy, keep those shots coming. That's it, get in, get out. Nice snappy shot, that's better. That's what Vic Darchinyan needs to do.
Big crowd getting behind Darchinyan as well. Concluding stages of round number 4.
See, Vic's wasting a lot of energy hitting elbows, gloves. Now he needs to step out and then come straight back.
Well, the dual Fijian champion Farzan Ali Jr. is doing a good job so far in terms of his durability. He's taken a lot of punishment. Yet to
One
win a
of our
round,
fabulous sponsors here tonight.
but it's been brave.
Oh, look, it's been very brave. Very, very brave. He's taken some big shots, big thudding shots. But what Vic needs to do is make him open himself up. If he keeps fighting in this stance, this kid's going to stay here all night because he's not getting hit clean. Vic needs to take a step back, let the man come forward, let him expose himself, and then Vic can land that one crunching shot that's going to take him out of there.
The proud Fijian dual champion Farzan Ali Jr. answers the call for round number 5. Vic Darchinyan has won the previous 4. The southpaw in the black trunks. Only 3 times in his 10 fights has Darchinyan been the distance.
What he's got to do, he's got to turn into the matador. He doesn't want to be the bull and charge forward and throw lots of shots. He needs to take a step back, make his man come forward, and pick him off.
Very stylish boxer, Darchinyan.
Oh, look, he's got all the punches. He's got the speed, he's got the power, he's got the combinations of punches. But if he's just going to stand in there and let them go, try and load up on every shot, they're not going to land.
Well, left hand, Darchinyan. It's the second time that he's shown some concern with it. Certainly a lot of the punches been taken on the elbow by Ali. Digging with the body again with Darchinyan.
Yeah, that's better, dude. Now he needs to get out of there, make himself. He needs to get out of there, make his man open up again, and then go back to work. While he's tied up in his ball, he can't get through that defence. Get back on the outside, use the jab.
A little over 1 minute remaining, round number 5. And Farzan Ali Jr. trying to get some of his own artillery going, but at the moment still one-way traffic in favour of Vic Darchinyan.
Oh, look, Vic's got it all over this guy. He's quicker, he's more skillful, he's got the experience, but he just needs to now start to learn the professional game. You just can't take every guy out with one shot. You need to set your man up. I think he feels he needs to be dictating this fight, needs to be making the run in. What he needs to do is get on the outside, make this man open up. Vic doesn't need to be the man making the fight.
Give yourself room. You make this boy make you look no good. Come on, brother. Concentrate, Vic. Distance, work. Side on stage your body hard. Use and wait for body, please.
This is Darchinyan going to work in round number 5. Really the action, it's been almost a replay of the opening round. With Darchinyan coming on strong, working away to the body. And Farzan Ali Jr., well, his offence we've rarely seen.
Well, round 1 through to round 5, Jonathan, exactly the same. Vic Darchinyan coming forward, throwing big heavy shots, not landing.
6.
Corner.
First thing Jeff Fennick said to Vic Darchinyan when he came back to the corner, he said, give yourself some room. What he wants him to do is he wants him to stand back, have a look, as he's doing now, and then the big shots will come. That's better. Vic needs to make his man miss. Make him miss, then he's got to come back with his own shots. See, this is better. It might not be as interesting for the fight fans watching, thinking that there's not a lot of action, but Vic is slowly but surely setting his man up.
Cutting off the ring, looking to pin him on the ropes. Farzan Ali Jr. living up to his good reputation.
Yeah, very durable customer, good defence, and obviously very, very fit to take some of those good left ribs and right ribs to the body that Vic Darchinyan sent in. He's obviously trained himself very well for the fight. Nice 1-2 from Vic.
Darchinyan looking for an opening and whacking away at the rib cage. But Farzan Ali Jr. doing it plenty of work.
Yeah, just set your man up, Vic. Don't need to try too hard. And I know that from first-hand experience because in some of my fights, John, I've tried too hard to knock my man out and it never came. The knockout always came when you weren't looking for it. Vic starting to get a little bit frustrated at the tactics of Farzan Ali Jr.
Clubbing away with the left hand.
He's getting frustrated because he can't land that clean shot. But once once again, this will be a good maturing fight for him as a professional. You've got to go through all different sorts of styles before you can actually be the ultimate, before you can be number one.
Name Farzan Ali Jr. just manhandling Vic Darchinyan across the ring. Going to the end of round number 6. And again, a 10-9 round for Darchinyan.
Ladies and gentlemen, although this is the main event of the evening, there is still one more.
After the first round, I didn't know if we were going to get this far into the fight with Farzan Ali Jr., but let's give full credit to him. We've seen plenty of boxers imported into Australia to take fights that really didn't earn their money, but certainly Farzan Ali Jr. may not be winning, but he's earning his money.
Oh, he's definitely earning his money. He's soaking up some big punches, and he's being competitive. Look, he's making Vic Darchinyan fight. And I'm sure that's what Jeff Bennett wants his man to do. He wants his man to be in there for a solid 10 or 12 rounds, no matter what it be, or get his man out of there. Use some skills.
And having said that, Troy, it appears that Farzan Ali Jr. is reluctant to continue here. He may retire on his stall. It could be waved away. He's soaked up a lot of punishment. Farzan Ali Jr. isn't going to come out. It's going to be waved away.
7.
And Vic Darchinyan triumphs with a victory at the end of round number 6. Farzan Ali Jr. cannot answer the bell to start round 7. And the Raging Bull, Vic Darchinyan, has now won 11 consecutive fights.
Yeah, Vic just a little bit too strong, a little bit too much pressure. Just kept those punches coming, and eventually he's broke his man down.
Well, Vic Darchinyan gets the result, and that brings the curtain down on a very entertaining night. If you've joined us a little late, let's tell you about what transpired a little earlier in the evening. We'll give you the full list of results as we saw them. And of course, our opening battle, Gino Zamponia and Joel Burke put on a tremendous display. The unanimous points decision. Just allow Darchinyan his moment.
The Raging